Hi, thanks for being here. Sorry for being late. I'm Elise, the co-founder of La Chaise à Bascule and the co-organizer of the Hackaton. So, yeah, the Hackaton took place this last weekend. It was between Friday the 6th until Sunday the 8th of October. So well done to all the participants for this Hackaton. I'm just going to introduce quickly, and then there will be the pitches for the 16th. So this hackathon is for the French Red Cross. So we have Thomas and Brice here that work for the French Red Cross. And the tool stack is AppSheet. So just present you very quickly the challenges. First challenge, bed management. The problematic was to create the bed management app for the French Red Cross care facilities. So one app to manage nursing homes, hospitals, accommodation centers. And the main features are interactive map of the facility and its bed, monitoring bed condition, occupancy, and the whole patient management. So from the admission to discharge, and depending on the patient profile, like gender, family. And the second challenge, creating the rescue management app that will be used by the 1,200 Red Cross structures. So one app for the different structures, and the goal is to have two interfaces, one for managers and the other for the volunteers, so they can registrate. Then the managers have to compose the rescue staff, and another feature is the day-to-day management of volunteers. So accommodation, lunch, travel, lots of stuff to manage during an intervention. And of course, identification of staff shortage, if any. So just for the evaluation criteria for the judges, so they have to rate the pitches according to 6 different criteria: functionalities, creativity, usability, also design, technical proficiency, and documentation. And here we have the judges that are here with us. So Brice Bayard and Thomas Chaumont from the French Red Cross, Christelle Curcio from Alegria, Léa Guégeot from AppFarm, Christian Giordano from Glide, Tara Darbacher, Tara Darbacher from SmartSuit, and Teresa Sintra from NCScale. So thank you for your participation. And just for the format, first of all, the presentation until 10:30. We have 6 teams, 7 minutes to pitch, 7 minutes for Q&A. So you can ask your question if you have. Don't hesitate to do so. And just deliberation, you will have to leave the room so that we can deliberate between the judges. So let's start with the team 1. Yeah, Maxime, come.
Hello, morning. I can start? How do you switch the slides? Okay, hello everyone. My name is Maxim Slobodanyuk. I represent the team number 1. We are a team of automation experts from Ukraine, and from different country, and from one country, but from different places. And just a short story why we decided to choose this hackathon, and why we actually choose to be in no-code movement. For us, it's all started like 1.5 years ago, when a full-scale war started in Ukraine, and there is like million people who start migrating from east part Ukraine to the west part to the Europe further, and we've got a problem issue that we need need to solve. Like we got hundreds of thousands requests from people who need help with the transportation, with accommodation, with the food, and there wasn't no any system that allowed to help, and like there is no possibility to build something really quick. So that's why I was involved as an automation expert for the team who tried to solve this issue. So for 1 week, we built on Airtable the system that allows us to actually get requests and start to matching the request with resources with other 1,000 people who are trying to help. And then next week we started actually to work this system. And for the last 1.5 years, only this organization helped more than 1 million people. And for me, it was like, wow, and I didn't know that no code can do it. For me, this is point I understand that I want to be more involved in no code movement. And when I see the case we will work on this hackathon, like Red Cross, I feel really excited because I was the one refugee who got help from Red Cross, and for me it is a very special way, to give back, to trying to help this kind of organization. And yeah, so with this, we started to build our solution, and we tried to build it simple to use, be functional, be able to work without any extra clicks, and still have different way to achieve the goal. And yeah, there is the video, but I probably just explained the screenshots. We build 3 user groups. One of the admin, who can, main part is the actually add new user and assign the role, assign the region, because it was like one of the requirements. So next user roles, like manager and user, actually, like volunteer, they work only within their assigned region. There is also interactive map that allow to see all hospital and other institution, and like admin can do pretty much everything. Main part is to be able to work with the hospitals, to see information about the beds, to see stats about the occupancy within current hospital, and then yeah, other interesting thing, we build a generated ID for every bed. So it consists of 3 parts, and it consists, first part is the ID of the institution, of the hospital. It generated ID, and also it has type S and D, like single or double bed. And this is allow us to, for the user to be able more efficiently assign the beds for the patients. And then a manager, as you can see, it doesn't have a permission to manage the user, but they can do like anything else within their region. And then they can work with and this is another interface for the user who actually work with the patient, and their main role is like to assign bed and then like check out them. So for this, we have a booking form that allow to build, add a new user, then another booking form that allow to connect the user actually with the bed assigned. So we build 3 tables, and they connected. So there is table of the patient, there is table of the bed, and then there is a joint table, which is allowed to connect the bed with the user. And with the booking, you can see like all history, all the stats. You can see like planned date to like check out. I don't know another word. How to check out, and what is the counter actually? How much time this patient spent on this bed? And this is allowing us in the next like to build additional automation to make the even like more user friendly. So as you can see, with every user, we can see related bookings, actually like assignment to some beds. And yeah, also there is additional, we have a floor plan, and this is floor plan. It is additional allow to volunteer to assign the the bed properly. So we have a map of the floor, basically with different rooms. And then you can see visually which beds are occupied, which beds are free, and then you can see also by the gender, which like who live in which room, which should allow the properly assign the bed, so more patients feel more comfortable, and based on their request. Also, there is the possibility to add new bed directly to the plan. So also to have visually have a easy way to manage all assignment. Yeah, this is just quick video. And last part is the documentation. So we use native feature of app sheet to see how to use the app actually, and it can be easily done through the interface for all users. What we would do further is we just add additional automation that, for example, when we assign a new, like submit a new bed for the patient, we would create automation start counter. Then, for example, create a task after 48 hours, for example, to change the bed linen, or at least create the list of the beds that needs to be changed, so it could be easier for people who care about this. Also, easily like okay, my time, but just a few other things. Additional AI functionality that we would like to work is the gender-based subsettlement. For example, that if you want to add some additional patient, we can see based on the recommendation which room is better or which bed is actually more suited for this patient. Additional task, statistic for the manager who understand the occupancy based on the region, based on the institution. So Red Cross team could do a better solution. And yeah, I just want to thank you to Red Cross and to all people here, because it was my personal story. I was this refugee, and I hope that what we do here really help somehow and help you build really great solution, so you can help even more people. And yeah, because in different circumstances we can be, and it's very, I don't know, for me it was very helpful, and I really appreciate it. And just want to thank you for all people here from the Ukrainian community for your support, because without it, like, there could be not such country like Ukraine maybe. So thank you. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you have any questions for Maxim? Yeah.
So Maxime, you mentioned that this was your first time building something like this, and it was very surprising for you to use a no-code tool to do something like this. Is that correct?
No, in this case, it wasn't first time to build something on no-code, but it was first time on the app sheet. We didn't work on it before. So, and this was like another challenge and big thing about the power of the no-code for me. Like, you can build, you can learn and build like at no time. Like, we built this app without knowing app sheet at all for a few days. So for me, it's the real power of the no-code. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. That was great. It was really impressive to see all that you've built. I was wondering about the floor plan and the beds that you can assign to the floor plan. Would that also include the possibility of adding new floor plans? So for example, you go to a new location, you can add new floor plans, or is that an upcoming feature?
We didn't create the like special form for this, like to make it easier, but admin and manager can do it from the table view. So yeah.
Any other question? Yeah.
Hello. First of all, congratulations on what you did. My question is, why do you have chosen to mobile display in the first place? Was it more convenient for the users to use it on mobile?
Why we choose the
first screenshots? It was on mobile and not desktop. Why
Because I realized that we need to prepare slides presentation for the pitch like just few hours before the deadline. Because I didn't rule all rules till the end. This is my fault. So we were, but as I can see, understand the app sheet like build you create the 3 different versions, so you can use any of it. So it's created automatically. Yeah. So.
Maybe one last question, yeah? No. No more question, yeah? Okay.
So in the map, first of all, thank you for the presentation. It was really good. In the map where you show the rooms and the bed placements, how do you place the specific beds on the map? Is it like just a location based on the background image of the room, or is it localized specifically into specific rooms?
Yeah, it's just, in this case, we just take the floor plan with all rooms. And for simplicity, to showcase it, we just use one plan for one building. So it's like, ideally, we would have like for a plan for every floor. But just to simplicity, we use this approach.
My question more specifically is, how did you place the beds specifically in each room? Or what is the, how did you place them like on the map? Is it specific pin location?
I believe there is the video. Not sure if it's. Not sure if it's explained, but.
Yeah, I can see the pins are placed in a particular place, but my question is more, are you able to manage exactly the positioning of...
Just a minute. I can see if it's here. Okay, no, it's not. So there was like... yeah, so the last screenshot, it shows how you add a new pin for the plan, and then it's available to assign the bed. I don't have the technical details because I wasn't the person who built it because team, and I was more like manager and help with the the user story.
Yep.
Yeah. So, but we did this interface as well.
Thank you.
Thank you, Maxim, for the presentation. Yeah. So we're gonna continue with team number 2. So again, team number 1, team number 2, team number 3, they worked on bed management. And then we will go for the challenge number 2, Minos. So.
Hello, my name is Katerina. I am as well from Ukraine, and I want to tell thank you for everybody who organized this event, because it is very interesting for us to try ourselves in such kind of event, and it is very important for our friends from Ukraine who can't visit such kind of events, and they were very exciting about all this stuff, and they work very hardly. And yes, let's start. I won't be so long. My story won't be so long as Max, but okay. First of all, I want to introduce my team. And we are from Ukraine. We love no code, and challenges is our passion. In my team is Alla. Andrei, Natalia. They are students of Marketing Automation School, and Max is founder of this school in Ukraine. We prepared many cool no-coders, and in our team as well, Stepan. He is a no-code developer. He is partner of Make, and he is very smart guy. And myself, I've finished courses, Max courses 1 year ago, and I started work at Upwork. I use different tools, and I earn 20K in 9 months at Upwork. When we started do these challenges, we think not about the tool. We thought not about the tool. We thought not about the technique requirements. First of all, we thought about the process, how this process should be, and what is the value for Red Cross to rebuild this process. Because now this process is manual, and all these bets put into paper, and it is not so comfortable. Yes, we thought about people who will use this tool. We thought about people who will contact it with these users. We thought about all processes and how this app will be inside of this internal system. So we create a huge scheme. And we might be the lastest team who started build the app. We identify such problem as that current process is difficult to manage, bad distribution, and people spend a lot of time for manage this process. We discovered that history might be lost, and it is not possible to make some analysis about the amount of available beds, about maybe some season changes, or I don't know, any other stuff, we discovered that it is difficult to assign patients to these beds and have some kind of reports and so on. But the most interesting part was that we discovered that now this process is not connected with other processes. And if we start build this app, it can't solve this problem, because app could be built on AppSheet, it could be built on any different stuff, but how this app will be connected with other platforms, with other users, with other even companies that are partners of Red Cross, and how this data will be distributed between all these systems. And we decided that the most value will be from the solution will be API first web mobile application. And what does it mean? It means that this application should be connected to different databases, to different systems and platforms, and in such way it can be more useful, and it will be it will bring scalability. It means that it will be easy implemented in different locations. It could be adaptive. Red Cross can use this app and this connection between systems in different with different partners, with different platforms, and so on. For example, we know that there are 3 types of users. It is administrator, manager, and user, and they can change status of the beds and so on. But there are as well staff who need to clean, to prepare these beds. And if this app will be API first. Will use API first approach, it means that we can notify these people to clean these beds, and the process will be shorter. And as well, vice versa, when people clean these beds and prepare them, they can notify that it is ready, and the system can assign and change status of these beds to available automatically. So we focus on the process mostly. And
Sorry, just have 1 minute left.
oh, I told that I won't be so. So I can. Oops, I need your help. Oops. Faster. Two. So we built our app as regular app. You can see patients, you can see beds. We as well placed based on the map. It is regular app. This app can be created by anyone who knows some no code, who knows app sheet, who knows no code. But still, I say that the most value of this app should be in possibility to connect to other systems and other platforms. I don't know, maybe I can give it a shot, yeah. So, yes, the same. We have rooms, we have patients, we have beds. We can assign these beds to patients. We create some history of these beds. We connect bed and patient and create new records, something like booking. And later we can see all this stuff. And we use map as well. Yes, we placed beds on the map, and it is access from map to beds and from the list to beds. And next steps should be from our side. We think so. First is implementation of the app on one location. Then think about plan strategy of API first connection and API first approach, and then implementation of this API first approach. And the last slide. Actually, automation can be successful when we use approach why instead of what we need to do. Because from why we can build a really value-based solution. So I think that why is the most important part of the process. Thank you. I want to ask you if you have any question. Yeah.
Thank you so much for the presentation, and I really appreciate all the thought process that went through at the beginning. I just wanted to know what is actually being built until now, so far.
We built app with map, with list of beds, with list of patients, and these patients can be assigned to these beds, and status will be changed to occupied, and it is possible to change it to clean, to dirty or something like that.
Okay, so there's no API. so far.
No, no.
Okay.
API, no, because it is our recommendation, and we think that it would be great if it will be in such way. Because I think that future is API first approach, and yes, really, it is very. App will be very stressful if it will have possibility to connect with other platforms, with other databases, and so on.
Thank you.
Yeah. Other questions? Okay.
Thank you for the presentation. So it went very fast, so I understand maybe if you missed some of the requests. Sorry. So no, I just have a question. Did you make any documentation about how to use the app?
Unfortunately, no. We just create a general scheme, general connection, and dry I/O based on dry I/O, but no documentation, no, because we were limited in time, so no.
But the diagram that you made, is it actually what's been implemented in the app right now? Can it be used as a way to understand how the app works?
Almost all was implemented. I mean that this connection, this assigning, this stuff, yes, but without different type of users. Because on my diagram it was a market who can have access to each part, and unfortunately we don't have enough time.
Thank you.
As always, actually. People don't have enough time.
Yeah. Oh, last question, maybe?
Thank you so much for your attention and for your support.
Yeah. Thank you. Well done. Yeah. Yeah. Just to give a bit more context, the recommendation of the Red Cross was to document the app inside AppSheet. Like you can add comments inside columns and yeah. So, but at the end of the presentation, Thomas and Brice is gonna maybe show you more about the documentation and the app. Yeah, team 3.
Hello, everyone. I'm so excited being here, and firstly, I want to tell that I'm proud to have a chance to contribute to the Red Cross mission in such way, and I see our goal in creating the bed management workflow so that Red Cross people can really focus on the meaningful stuff. So let's start. And firstly, let me introduce our team. It consists of 2 technical geniuses, Evgeny and Anatoly. Also, we have master of the communication art, Ksenia, the all-time support, Aliona, and me, who just standing here. When we working on the project, the first thought that always we kept in mind was for whom is this application? Who will be the final users? And we understand that the most users are Red Cross people who are probably much more human-oriented than technical-oriented. So we decided that the main concept is simplicity. The main concept of our project and of every aspect of our project is simplicity, because it is really depends on how smoothly and quickly the application can be integrated into the staff's routine. This is important thing to successfully integrate the application. So we used clear design in familiar red cross colors, red and white, and we use simplicity principle in app navigation. So the interface is intuitively understandable and easy to navigate. Our solution have the list of advantages, and firstly, it will improve patient care. So better management can allow patients to access beds more quickly and to get their necessary services. Also, the time. One of the advantages reducing waiting time and reducing operating time. Our app is supposed to optimize the workflow to reduce the risks of errors and enhance the efficiency. We also try to enhance the data management. So the system of storing data will provide accurate information at the real time, and we can use it for reporting and analysis. The best features of our phase 1 version of application are a real-time monitoring of empty occupied beds, specific permissions for every user role. The user won't be overwhelmed, he will see just the relevant data. Clear navigation, the user can get to somewhere from anywhere. So let me show the application. It's also screenshots from the mobile version. So we have 3 user roles, and first role is user who can assign the bed for the patient and create the patient cards. This homepage for the admin role, and the design is implemented in such way that the menu consists of the main functions for every user role. So when the user who assigns the bed, who manage with patients, go to the application, he will see in the menu the list of patients and the management tab, where he can see the rooms and the occupied and free beds. And he can manage the beds from the management tab. If the manager accesses the application, he can do everything that user can, and also he can create the rooms, the floors, the new beds from the management tab. So we created accommodation structure like floor, building, floor, rooms, and beds. So here is the management tab, where the manager can create everything, can create new floor, can create the room, and to upload the scheme of this room, and also can create the new beds. Admin role allows to create new buildings and to create new users. Users is the option for admin role. Okay.
You still have 1 minute. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. As for improvements, to go further, we highly recommend to provide data security system. So to implement regular backup schedule to save the safe cloud storage. Also, we think that it is highly recommended to implement statistics and analytics of the key metrics for the manager, which allow to analyze the effectiveness of their workflow. Also, we can suggest to integrate artificial intelligence to the application. And this can enhance functionality and efficiency and decision-making capabilities of this application. So thank you for your attention.
Thank you. Any questions for team 3? Yeah?
Thank you for your presentation. Can you, let's say, I didn't quite understand the bed assignment. Was it for one hospital, for example, or was it worldwide, France? How did you choose one hospital before?
Every manager and every user assigned to one establishment, to one building, and he can choose just the beds from this establishment. So maybe I'll show you the screen.
Yeah, so in the first step of the process was to choose an establishment.
The first step for the user, he can assign the bed when he creates the patient's card. And when he creates the patient card, he just only can choose the establishment where he works. If just the user with the role admin can create any record in any establishment.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. I have the screens now. For example, there are the screens. This is the home page of the user, and he will see the list of patients on his home page, and he can edit the card of patient, and he can also create new patient card. And when creating new patient card, he can choose the room and assign the bed.
Did you, by the way, this is beautiful. It's really appealing, as you said, and it's actually very well thought out. I was wondering if you had considered doing any automations to notify when beds would be turned over,
yes.
or
surely we are going to establish some automations. This is the improvements which we plan to do, but we was out of time. For example, some automations when the bed is assigned, when the bed, when somebody check out, the bed is dirty and it needs to be clean, some kind of such automations. Also, I wanted to show that how we have also created additional feature analytics for manager about the bed occupants. And this is the example of room map, and we colored the markers depending on the status of the bed. It can be clean, it can be dirty, it can be occupied by men, or occupied by women, or occupied by minor. And one more improvement that we were going to add is the prompts, the notions about the color.
Maybe last question? No? Thank you. So now we're gonna start with Minos challenge. So team 4. You can come. But you can. No. Tu viens tout seul. Okay.
Hello, everyone. So I will represent Team 4, although the two other team members are right here. They're a bit shy. Their names are Victor, which is the weird-looking young guy. He started at Filament, well, small thing. We are a team of 3. We all work for the same company. I'm Dennis, I'm the co-founder of Filament. Victor joined us last month and discovered no-code last month. And Nico, he's the co-founder as well of Filament. He likes to flee this kind of position where he has to talk in English in front of people. Victor doesn't speak English, so that's why I'm stuck here on my own. You can boo them if you want. Boo! Boo! Okay, so about Minos. A bit of story about Minos. The actual app, they have an app already working in the French Red Cross. They built this app on AppSheet. And actually how it works is they've built one app for one event at the start. That's what we understood of how they did it. And then another region, another structure needed the same app, so they duplicated it. So at the end, they had as many apps as structures. For us, the biggest problem to solve was the problem that each volunteer that wanted to register to an event had to download the structures app to be able to volunteer to an event of this structure. And obviously, the first thing that struck to mind is maintainability. Because if you have 100 structures, you have 100 apps to maintain. So our goal for the 2 days during the weekend was to build a solution that would be one in all, one that will allow the structures to manage their own events, but for the volunteers to be able to volunteer, to register to any event in France. I'm going to put the video in the background if you want to have a look. If it works. We chose to build 2 apps with the same database. So this is the French app. This is the first app, the Minos Volunteer app, which is built mobile first. On this app, they can access to all French events, as I said earlier. They can subscribe, they can volunteer to any event. They can check their subscription statuses, and they can send a reminder to their manager if it's not been granted. They as well can have a look at their own personal events agenda. First of all the events that they subscribe to, but as well, when the Minos app is responsible, allocated the resources for the event, they will know on their agenda where they're being required in the event. They can as well access all structure informations, so if they want to contact another structure, they can. And then the second app will be the Minos app. Hein? Non, enfin, je peux voir encore mes notes du coup. So this is the Minos app. Basically, that's built desktop first for the event organizers. They can only see their own regional events. They can build, when they create the event, a flexible subscription form, so they can add more or less questions depending on the event. They can manage rights as well, for people to access or not to certain things. And they can allocate a person that will be responsible for the event so that he will receive every notifications that people subscribed or any other thing. We started to build a food management system. Because of the lack of time, we didn't have time to finish it, but the aim was to create basically a kind of dashboard where you could see every people that would eat in different ways, so that you can easily organize every meal with every requirements from every people that registered to this meal. And last of all all the French Red Cross structures will work on the same app, but we'll only see what they are allowed to see. To go further, it's mainly for scalability. Why we didn't do it? Because it was lack of time, obviously. The first thing we would do would be the database structure. To increase performances is basically get the data ready on the platter for the app. So basically, it will just have to read it to show people what they want to see. The second thing would be app scripts to automate data processing and archiving, so that AppSheet doesn't have to do all the work, and as well to keep the database as light as possible when the events are finished. The third thing would be to partition the database across many sources. AppSheet allows to have the same database structure split into different database, and we'll read only into the right one. Then it would be automatic planning with an app script algorithm to be able to allocate the right resources at the right time and at the right place. And the last thing would be the global emailing and notification system, so people will know everything every time. That's it.
Thank you. Any question for team number 4?
Any question for Nicolas?
Just for the context, the beds management was in English and the Minos app is in French, and yeah, that's why you've seen some French words. So, yeah.
Thank you for the presentation.
welcome.
Just one small question. Did you add some documentation to either the app or some outside?
We did. We didn't do as expected, I think. But we've built a whole Google Doc and put links in the app that will relate to the doc.
Thank you.
Hi, thank you so much. One question from my side. You mentioned the meal programmer or meal management. And then you mentioned that it would take into account people's requirements. So would that mean, for example, food allergies?
Yeah.
You can put that in the form? And then it
When,
will-
when the volunteer registers to an event, the form allows him to say, I'm going to be there for this list of meals,
Okay.
and this is my allergies or food requirements.
And then, the person, the managers and the users wouldn't have to worry about allergies because the system would automatically
Yeah.
take that into account when assigning. Okay, very clear. Thank you.
Maybe one last question? Or from another team? You don't want to ask them question? No? Okay, anything you want to add?
No, I'm looking forward to team number 6. By the looks of it, they built something amazing.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thanks. Where is? Yeah, Team 5, just thank you for your participation. They can't make it today for personal reason, but yeah, take care. They were very invasive, like, they really like the hackathon, but we don't hear them today. So we are gonna continue with Team 6, the last team. I think you have a small name, the Tech Dreamers.
So good morning, everybody. We are the Tech Dreamers. We are a team from people that doesn't know each other at first place.
So, hi everyone, so nice to meet you. I will present you the team first. So, this is Victoria. Victoria is not here because she's in Peru. Hola, Victoria. So it was interesting to be with her because she's a lawyer in a non-profit organization. So it was nice to have his compliance opinion and sure to have a multicultural view in the team. Theo is a kind of the genius of the team because before the hackathon he didn't know at all app shit. And he worked so hard during the hackathon. But just for you, before the hackathon, he was here. Today it's over. Sorry. But Theo is working on Glide, so it's very nice. I discovered a new tool, but it was so difficult for us because he complained so much during the weekend. So it was difficult to have a quiet baby. But we love you, man. We love you.
Me
Anita.
too.
Anita, she's working in the Google Workspace. So for us, it was a treasure because she took her time to explain the tool, and because she loves to teach, but we loved to learn. So thank you. And me, I am a crisis manager, so I ask 1,000 questions to the Red Cross staff. So thank you, Brice and Thomas, to have taken your time. And for the jury, please, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, please don't take attention about the picture. Next time I will put a better picture. Thank you. It was a team.
So I'm going, but before explaining our work, I'm going to explain you the main context of the Red Cross. So at first, there were a team of Google experts at the Red Cross, meaning Brice and Thomas. So they built an application in order to help them manage all the events and all the volunteers for events. So they built this application for their structure, and it was very well functioning. But what happened next is that when this application really functioned well, all other structures wanted the same application. And what they did is that they just had the option to copy the app and give a copy of the app to other app structures. And so we had many app sheets for each by structures. And what happened is that whenever you want to upgrade one application, you cannot have one click to upgrade all other applications. So all the application didn't have the same version or the same functionality. So each structure can only see their own events and voluntaries. And if you are part of a national structure, you don't have one main synchronized view in which you can see all the structure's events. So that's what the main goal and the main problem for the Red Cross. And so what we are trying to do today and to explain today is that we built an application in which we have all the events and all the voluntaries centralized in one main application, and each structure can see their own events, and national structure can see all the events. So I'm going to let Theo explain us how the application is really functioning.
Yep, thank you. So, as Anita just said, and that's, I think, the main difference we have with Team 4, is that we have everything in one database. So, on one side we have the users, on the other side we have events, of course, which are the two main things. But users are splitted. We're using slices, so yeah, AppSheet things. Based on their roles, you can see if they are volunteers or directors, and so they don't have the same rights nor the same views. Directors can create events and edit them, and inside each event you have what's called DPS, which are like tents that you can find in front of festivals or things like this, and they can create DPS, so as many as they need. And for each DPS, because some of them could last like days, and we don't want one person to stay on the same place for 5 days, whatever, you can create slots. And now you see a problem. It could be a lot. Like if you have one tent in which you need 10 people for 10 days, and all of them being there for only 5 hours at a time. So this is automated. This is for ease of use of directors. And then volunteers can register to events. We separated it in another database so that it's also easier for managers to manage the registrations and automate everything like email sending, because every volunteer that needs to be on an event has to be registered, like verified, because like they have certificates and everything. So all these emails are automated once again. And this is how like one current app on one structure may work, but we want it to be on a national level for every regions. That's why we have regions and local units beneath all of that. So, events overview, event details, volunteer assignment, and so much more. That's all we have. But what's better than screenshots? Videos. That's why we have some. So, manager view. Let me take you with me on our app. So you can see all the events. So it's in French. If you don't speak French, you have to trust me. So you can see oncoming event, 10-minute done event, and when you add one, you just type in some details of where the event takes place, what are the main contact information, if you can add a picture if you want, and the event is created. Now, I made a mistake because I missed the date, but you can edit it, hopefully, and you can change the dates. Easy as that. Save, and now it's created on the to-come event. Now you can add also DPS, like I just said, and if you have like transport, logistics, meal management, but also if you have healings, you have pre-filled requirements because healings need people, like specific people all the time. You say how many of them you want, where it takes place, like the 10, it could be many tens. So you need maybe the address, and it's being created. You can see it's syncing because it's generating all the slots you can see here, and now you have a complete overview. I'm going to pause there actually, because one thing we didn't do is like slot management, because you don't want someone to be on like twice on the same spot or twice on the same slot. We didn't have time to do that, it was too complex. So what we did and what we chose is to make the data available, like it's easily available. You can just see it, and you can see selected volunteer and then the names right there. So you can just visually know who is there or not. And also if you choose someone, yeah, it won't be given again. Sorry? Wait. And so, last video, where is it? Comment? Oui, bah là c'est arc, mais arc chelou. Ah, ok. So volunteer view is basically the same. Just the only thing I want to show you is the form. So you can see the events, and you can just register or cancel your participation. And everything is pre-filled, unless like event details. But all your personal details that you already know are pre-filled, and you can say how do you come there? Do you have specific meal requirements? Do you need to be hosted somewhere? And so on. And you can fill in the emails of the people that need to validate your registration as well, so that emails can be automatically sent. And that's it. Now, just where I showed you, you can select the names, and you can send like automatically also the mission orders. Like once you're selected and your slot have been given, you can see everything. So yeah, that's how we work. Thank you. Je le fais?
Je peux faire le début, tu fais la fin. So to go further, what we think is that we can have some interaction with Google Chat, in which between DPS members, we can ease communication by pushing some notification from the app to some chat spaces, and also to ease the alerts notification whenever there is a problem on some events and so on. You can just push a button on the app, and everybody from the Google Spaces will be notified.
And also we could imagine AI integration, like to do even more automation with DPS and slot creation, suggested event based on skills of volunteers or past events. This will also engage more people, so you'd have less shortage, because that's also something we didn't show, but you can just tick a box and say, my event is in shortage, I need more people. And so your event is displayed to everyone. And so much more, whatever, AI can do anything. Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you have questions? That's fine for me as well, I don't care.
Thank you so much. It looks very good. I'm going to have to ask the same boring question again. Did you document any of your work?
Yes. This is my responsibility, and I can assure you that all the slices, all the bots, all elements are well documented on the app, and there is also some app script for automation, and this is also well commented and documented.
Thank you.
Quick one. What team do you think built the best app?
Us, of course.
Okay.
Other question?
Thank you.
Thank you very much.